This is Baghdad's central Tahrir Square. It's usually a busy runabout, but since demonstrations broke out here last month, it became a vision of a different sort of Iraq. Iraq is currently witnessing the largest anti-government demonstrations in decades. In fact, the young men and women on the streets in Baghdad across much of the south have become the largest grassroots movements in Iraq's modern history. They're protesting the failure of an entire political system. Corruption is rife. Iran-backed militias act with relative impunity, and although Iraq has a significant oil wealth, youth unemployment is rising. In some places, the water is now undrinkable. From day to night, protesters have sang, danced, and faced off against Iraqi security forces, who fire tear gas, live rounds, and beat young protesters if they can grab them. The crowds have built barricades to hide from police attacks. And more recently, battled for control of another nearby square and bridge. When I was reporting there a few nights ago, riot police were firing military-grade smoke and gas grenades, and they were aiming for people's heads and chests. One just missed me. So far, hundreds have been killed, and there are thousands has been wounded. Amid the violent crackdown, Tahrir Square has become the center of Baghdad protests and a template for the kind of society that the protesters say they want to live in. Hundreds of people have come together to provide the crowds with what they need. There's free food, free haircuts, tent after tent of volunteer medical workers, and so many cups of sugary black tea. When protesters are wounded on the front line, it's the three-wheeled motorcycles called tuk-tuk which raise them to safety. Once confined to Baghdad's poorest areas, the tuk-tuk have become the symbol of the spirit and the bravery of this revolution. In daylight hours, people come together to sweep the streets. At night, they light candles for their dead. From the top of the so-called Turkish restaurant, you can take in the whole view. Abandoned for decades, the protesters have made this building as their castle. They've rigged it with electricity, there are carpets and water supplies, even a small free library. Police are not allowed inside. Almost 60% of Iraq's population of 40 million has grown up with a political system molded by the United States after the ousting of Saddam Hussein in 2003. But now they are saying, we had enough.